Hello everybody, this is Shrike playing more Aethermancer, and we're going to try another Mythic run and try and do it with poison monsters. Because last time, although we did beat Mythic difficulty on our first try actually, it was not easy, it was very difficult. And at the end, I kind of did a review of how I felt with the game, what was good about it, what could be improved. And one of the things was, poison didn't look very strong. And therefore I never really played with it very much. So I'd like to give it a try. Spoilers, I've actually tried this twice already and failed miserably in the first biome. Poison does not seem very good, but I'm still trying to make it work. As you can see on Mythic, enemies have way more health. Bosses in particular have 70% higher health, if we can even get to them. And then in higher biomes, everything has extra damage, extra poise. All monsters, including bosses, have an additional trait. It is very, very difficult. I'm going to start with Medusa. The whole gimmick of Medusa is that it debuffs itself, and then when it cleanses those debuffs, it applies negative afflictions to the enemy. Afflictions are just random debuffs based on what your party can inflict. So you can actually somewhat guide what afflictions get applied to the enemy. They do get a heal. They can cleanse a little bit of corruption, just a little tiny bit. They can also cleanse debuffs. They do mostly water damage to start with, but they're water earth. We need to pair it with a really good monster that can benefit from Medusa cleansing them, or can help afflict both to the enemies and to Medusa. We'll have to see what we can come up with here. There isn't like an obvious correct answer to me. Like obviously we can just keep piling up poison. And we also need ways to increase the damage of poison. We need ways to trigger poison. So for instance, when one or more shielded allies gets attacked, trigger poison on the enemy and applies force to the attacked ally. So this would, we could like shield Medusa, protecting them. They get hit, and then all the poison that's currently on the enemies triggers again, and which could potentially kill them and save our life, right? Now we both have, it's 2 earth and a little bit of water, a little bit of wind. So if we ever want to use that water attack, we're probably going to need our third monster to be water element, if possible. If I do this, alternatively, I go with something that I don't think a summoner really pairs well with it personally. Any kind of healing would actually be kind of nice because we're gonna be taking a lot of poison damage ourselves. And whenever Orthus attacks, he heals allies, which is somewhat nice. He's got Psychic, so he can trigger off. I don't know. Let's go poison. Poison, shield, force. All those are pretty good. But I just haven't used them a lot, so they don't have worthiness trades either. Hey, it's a ship. We'll see what she has to say. Nothing too exciting. So I can get random XP between 2 and 3 at the cost of 7 corruption. That's like a full level up. All right. I got the 3. That's really good, actually. On Earth, action from any ally applies poison to each enemy. For every 8 debuffs applied to allies, generates wild aether. Whenever an ally reaches 4 debuff stacks, applies power and shields them for 4. Okay. I mean, that's really good for her. Not so good for Circuit. Probably. Although that could be really good for the final boss. I do have Earth moves, which means I can be applying poison to everybody really easily. This has great synergy with Foul Shield and his trait. That's like really, really good. We'll probably get peak performance later anyways, so let's take Toxic Earth. Because we're going to be doing that combo quite a bit, at least to the early game. Let me grab some of this stuff. Can I get back up top? I can. Now, I don't really have good attacks for either of these. I don't have any fire. But does poison do stagger damage? Like bleed does? It might. If that's the case, then it might be better for off going for the fire. But let's do the water. We're not going to be able to use our water attack probably for until round 2. Best. We didn't get any water actually this time around. Okay, he's attacking top. So I'm going to probably just foul shield. Medusa. Should cause a bunch of procs. Cause poison on them, which is great. Medusa could heal and cleanse. But I need to cleanse 5 debuffs for it to actually be worthwhile. So I should probably attack and generate some resources. I may as well. I'm going to take the poison at the start of my turn, but that's probably okay. God, that's so much damage. Oh, that's a lot of... That's a lot of damage. We got a little bit of corruption. A little more than I'd like, but... You're now attacking down there. You're attacking up top. All right. So I could endure. But also do Crystal Smash. I think I need to do Cleansing Strike on this no matter what. And that's what he does. Okay, that's fine. We do this. Staggers, he'll die to poison. I don't need to capture him with... I already have this monster. He's not shifted or anything. I think I just shield myself. Although I get a guaranteed crit with force already, I think I just want to avoid taking some of this damage. Some of it. And now I just have to double up and kill him, I think. If I can. Guaranteed crits. Lots of poison. So on his turn, he'll take 7 at the start. So as long as I hit him at all, we're good. I should do this to cleanse corruption. But then I'll take a bunch of damage, so... Which would give us more corruption than we would have cured. So he'll die to the poison here. Well, at least that's something, at least. But... Well, we're gonna be nice synced up for XP, but... Basically have an extra level. A meteorite. Converts 1 random Aether into Wild Aether. Initial weakness +2. That is incredible. I probably want to do it on circuit. Like getting that... Well, actually, I don't know. It doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, I'll do it on circuit. So I think having the double water is probably more important. The possibility of using the double water on turn 1. Give gold. Give Aether Crystals and receive gold. Yes, please. 100 Aether Crystals for 30 gold. That's a good way to start, because if we go to any merchant, we'll actually be able to get some good gear. And maybe some XP. Which we're gonna desperately need in this run. What do we got down here? There should be another counter, right? Yep, there it is. There's no high ground to make use of. We avoid... There we go. Well, it didn't look like poison was doing any kind of... Dude, do I have either of these? I don't know if I'm going to be able to stagger these guys. That's a problem. I guess we technically have wind damage, actually. So I could have done... I probably should have done that. Okay, he's doing a weakened basic attack, which is like nothing. And he's just doing 3 times 2, which is not much either. I should probably shield... How do I want to handle this? How do I want to handle this? If I do this, we apply poison to everybody. If we had a Tatzelworm would love to be hitting these, because they get a crit chance increase based on that. I think I should just generate. for next turn. It's okay. And that's okay. We get some force too. And it triggered poison. Okay, so now what do we got? Fire Fang. And Reflective Earth. I would like to do this. There's no way I'm going to get a crit. I can't crit. Well, actually, no, I get one automatic crit. So this, I don't know if that's accounting for that, actually. It is. It is accounting for the crit already. So that's not enough poise damage to actually stagger him. What about him? I should probably shield that. Just take the fire damage. Ugh. This is gonna be bad. I can't double either of them. Kill. I'm not actually building up debuffs really much. Well, we're gonna do this anyways. And I'm just gonna go hard in the paint on him. We're just gonna take some damage and corruption here. There's not much I can really do about it. Need to kill the dog because now he's got Psychic up. And he's not attacking, so... Oh, he's blocking for him. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Wait, he'll die to the 1 poison damage. He'll die to the exact 1 poison damage. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. He's hurting himself to power himself up. Otherwise, we should be able to double him here. Kill him that way. He doesn't attack, which he certainly is attacking. That's a lot of damage. 4 times 8. Yeah, we just have to go all out and attack him. I mean, that's good. When I do this. Look how much burn we got on us, too. Jeez. Mythic difficulty is very hard. It is very difficult. Now we're trying to do this in a pretty silly way, so... Triggers poison on all monsters, free action. Purges 1 enemy Aether, applies 5 terror to all enemies. Toxic Eruption. 2 times 4 earth fire damage against target enemy. Deals an additional X damage to hit. 2 for each poison stack. That could be good. If they've got, 4 poison on them, that's another 8 damage on top of this. This is effectively doubling its damage. Purging is really nice. I think I go with the offensive option. I think we need something to capitalize on the poison that's being applied. Whenever poison triggers on an enemy, applies poison to all enemies. Oh, that's so good. That keeps it going. While this monster has force against +2 defense, takes 1 less corruption. Dedicated support action heals target ally for 3. Shields them for 3 and applies 2 force to them. That's also quite good, but we want to keep the poison going. We don't want the poison to run out ever. Boots rare, evasion chance, Aether, and debuff cleanse. Oh, that's so good for him. Debuff cleanse is great for Medusa. He wants to be constantly clearing it in order to trigger his unique trait. Any Aether Springs? No. Envoy, random NPC, or rare loot. Oh, I just picked it. I was going to look at my team, but that's all right. We're going for rare loot then. Which can be good for our 3rd monster, whatever it happens to be. Dodge, heal, terror. I mean, that's... Terror on enemies deals 2 more damage and heals the attacker for 33% of the damage of the hit rounded up. We could go for regeneration stuff. Or we could go for... crits, dodge, terror. Hold on. Let me look at our team quickly. We really need fire, huh? We really need somebody with fire coverage. Preferably. I don't think any of these have fire coverage. They sure don't. All right, then we're gonna need like wild damage of some kind. I haven't used the bat before. I don't really know what he gets. We have used Ravager. I also found he tended to die quite a bit. Bleed does do poise damage. So that is a slight way around not having fire. It's very slight, but it is a way. Yeah, and plus he's worthiness 3, and we need someone that's strong. All right, Ravager, I guess. See what he gets. On crit from an ally deals a 3 wild damage hit. That's another way to break poise. Because what's his face? Circuit is getting force from something. Trigger poison on enemy and applies force to the attacked allies. So that's how he's getting force. And he always has shield at the first turn. So every time he gets attacked, basically, he gets force. Which means then he's doing crits when he attacks next. That could be good. Started combat and on dedicated support action. Applies 1 dodge to self and shields each ally for 3. That would also be quite good, because then everybody could get force when they get attacked. He's getting 25% crit chance against enemies with bleed. Whenever an enemy dies, spread half their bleed. I mean, that's... all of these are quite good. I think concealed would probably be the best for everybody. Dodge yourself and shields for every... I mean, that's really good for keeping us alive. We really need it. A lot of times Medusa's gonna lose her shields because she'll have some negative debuffs that trigger. A skull. Whenever this monster applies a debuff to an enemy, 20% chance to apply another. That'd definitely be best on Medusa, probably. But I really want the debuff cleanse on her, so... Next best. Circuit's applying poison to people quite initially. So I give it to him, and then I give the meteorite to the Ravager, which is fine. Because anybody can really use the Ravager. Or anybody can use that skill. Or that item, equipment. Man, I can't think straight at all today. Fire. Earth, water. I'm gonna go after this. There's a shifted bird. I think we have that one already, though. Okay, unfortunately, we applied the poison to the slime. The slime, unfortunately, wants to be poisoned most of the time. I need to stop that for sure. But I almost have to do this. But I can do long slash first to see if we get bleed on people. No, I can't. Yes, no, I can't. I don't have enough wind to do that. So let's do this first. Problem is that gets a lot of poison on them. We're going to take 6 damage each from that poison alone. So, you know, that's not good. That is not good. If he attacks basically, then I could do Cleansing Strike. It'll help a little tiny bit. I'd also get a second wind. But it wouldn't give us ability to do any of these. This slime is now like the biggest threat to us currently. But I also need to be able to stagger this guy next turn, so... Oh, we're gonna take so much poison damage here. Did it not? Did we just have a bunch of... Why did that not hurt? Well, this is pretty good. I don't have any fire attacks to stop this guy from doing that, unfortunately. But I can foul a shield up top, potentially. I'm going to do this for the bleed and crit chance. Okay, we got bleed on him. Unfortunately, it was not quite enough. Oh, wait, he'll die. He'll die on his turn, so that's okay. So I almost certainly do this. Shield. And applies poison too. Do I want to generate water, earth, or do I just want to... I don't have any debuffs currently. So I'm just going to attack. Is it going to hurt? Quite a bit? This is going to hurt a lot. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Still have a sizable amount of corruption. But hey, we win. This is working for now, at the very least, which is more than I thought would happen. Get 1 XP, which is not much. Home. Single applies weakness. That's definitely weaker than what we currently have. This is a secret. Okay. Stock. Oh, look at the face there. I don't think I ever noticed that before. Found me again. Congratulations. Here's your reward. I've thought of a new question for you. What happens to a soul once its host dies? It depends on the amount of worthiness gathered. It's destroyed as well, lost to the ether. It grows mad, being reborn as a dangerous monster. I'm gonna say it depends. Correct. All souls are waiting to be reborn. Depending on the amount of worthiness they've gathered, they're either reborn as a monster, animal, human, monsterkin, or even ascendant in Kalom. Never lost, only scattered, awaiting rebirth. Here's a reward. Nice. Alright, what's over here? Oh, another battle. Which I can... Oh, there's an NPC too, which I can cleanse corruption from... Wait. Go up here. High ground. We need every bonus we can get here. They have a Jotun. 2 Tassel worms. Oh boy. That means any poison on us is gonna give them extra crit chances against us. So, you know. A little scary. Okay, he's gonna redirect. He's attacking bottom. He's attacking middle. They're doing very little damage. Oh, they're weakened. They'll do a little tiny chunk. I didn't get any water, unfortunately. So I'd like to shield. So who's gonna take the most damage? Ravager? I also really want to attack and get some stacks on people. This also works. The double poison trigger is really good. If I do this, this only takes 1. Like if I attack with him, and then I can use Mist to stop this attack completely. Which means I probably should have shielded the other guy. It's okay. Still get force. That's a lot of poison, though. I think the poison tick happens before our shields. I think we get our shields first. Yeah, we do. Which is honestly probably for the best, but in most cases. So I can nuke someone down with toxic eruption, no problem. The question is who? Probably him at this rate. Because actually I don't know. Do I want a long slash first to see what crits I get? What bleed I get? Okay, I mean that's something. I think he dies to this. That's exactly 7 damage between the bleed and the poison, assuming nothing else happens. Which means you're basically attacking top. I think I just shield Medusa. And then have Medusa do Eruption. Can I do both of those? Sure can. It's kind of wasted on the top doing that, though. I could just attack here. There's a lot of things I could do. See, will he die to poison? Got 5 HP. These will both die to poison and bleed combinations. I don't actually need to worry about it. They'll doubly die now. And you're attacking top, so I'll just protect so that we don't take more corruption. Almost killed this guy via the poison. Excellent. Oh yeah, Medusa has evasion. That's why they can miss. Because of the boots. I think it's boots. Monster Soul. Alright, I mean, that's nice. Can probably make use of that. So this is a new NPC. Whoa, that's some disguise you got there, pal. I don't have a disguise. I'm really an Aethermancer. Heh, good one. Around here, people call me Sly Dog. Jack. But you can just call me Jack. I'm Siriu. What are you doing here? I figured I'd scope out the place. Look if I can find some safe zones, you know? Then I'll offer guided tours to the rooms. Call it something like Horrors of the Void. You want in? I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, the void's kind of shifty. That's coming from me. That path behind you seems straightforward, though. I'll be headed that way then, alright? Alright. I wonder if these NPCs that don't really have quest lines yet are like backers or something. Oh, we gotta go to the north. Or if they are actually just going to have quest lines later on. Like things they sell for metagame progression or whatever. Well, it's all really the same, more or less. For these enemies. Alright. Everyone starting with some shields is pretty nice. Not gonna lie. Really takes the edge off a lot of the early combats. So basic attack on bottom. Basic attack on bottom. And bubble trick in the middle. If I could interrupt him, that would be ideal, but I don't think I can because I just don't have the resources. I would need a wind. I could have basic attack to generate winds. And then I could earth smash, and that might not work still. Yeah, I just don't have good answers here. I could generate another wind, but that, again, I won't be able to do long slash, so I'm thinking this guy's gonna take 1 poison damage from that. I need to shield bottom, I guess. Do I? I mean, he's weakened. He'll do a little bit. He honestly won't take very much damage. Unless bubble trick goes first, and then he gets sidekick, and then he'll do an extra. So I should shield Ravager. That applies poison too, which is good for us. I think I just attack normally because I'm not gonna be able to stagger anybody. Probably want to be killing. Yeah, if I hit the chicken, he'll power up. So if we hit the chicken, we need to be doing it in a way that staggers, preferably. I don't really need to cleanse the debuffs from me currently. So we'll just generate Aether for next turn. Poison triggers, and then they get more poison on them. That's so good. It means they can never really get rid of the poison unless they have cleanse skills. He just staggered attacking us. That's great. We got lots of force now, so we have lots of crits. So these are like guaranteed crits, which gives us a bleed, which is a lot of damage. He's just dead to poison. This guy's dead to poison and bleed together. Not that it really matters, but behold. Poison plus bleed is a pretty good combo, I must say. And we really do stack up poison pretty quickly. Especially since it can't really go away now. Every time it triggers, it just applies more poison. Shields target ally for 2 times 5. Shields all allies for 3. Applies 3 force to all allies. All allies. I mean, that's really good. It is also expensive. 3 times 3 water. Earth damage against all enemies. Applies 3 poison to all enemies and self. Generates 1 random Aether. Applies 3. So this is a cheaper version of this, essentially. We'll want that eventually. Almost certainly. Now, 4 times 3 wind damage against target enemy applies 2 dodge to self. Or wind 4 times 2 earth wind damage. And crits does additional damage. Getting a lot of force on people. So this could end up doing, 4 times 6 damage. For relatively cheap. If they're crits. I can purge enemy Aether, apply terror. I can keep doing dodgy stuff. I think I take Jewel Cutter for the better potential and to not have mono-type attacks. Chain. Chain is quite good, but honestly, I think we need all of what we have currently. So I think I just scrap it. The weakness is really nice. According to Wild Aether is really, really important. We don't have the greatest Aether generation currently. So quite often we can't get what we want. Aether Spring, I think, is the correct choice. Because we want this boon for as long as possible. Does anyone want to swap out? I don't think so. I think what we have is working quite well. None of these, yeah. Alright. We've already found the secret of Biome 1, so we don't need to look for it again, I don't think. I don't think multiple of them can spawn. Meteorite. Who's most likely to basic attack? Good question. Not her. Probably Circuit. Getting Earth. Actually, it's probably most likely Ravager. It would be basic attacking. The others have very critical stuff. Do I need water or wind more? So he wants water for cleansing strike when he needs to do water damage. I need a lot of wind for these as well as these. So I think I go for wind. We just have a higher need for it and larger impact moves in general. Is this secret? No. Okay. Like if our highest impact moves require a lot of wind, then it's a good idea to do it. Do I want to fight this first or try and do this? Let's try and do this first. 1 XP. I mean, a Medusa would give them a level up, so 50-50 chance. We got it. Nice. And to get worthiness too. That means that after the next fight, we might have everyone get worthiness up. I was mostly worried about the level up here. Whenever this monster applies a debuff, deals a 3 earth water hit damage hit to the enemy and applies 1 poison to them. That's pretty good. Terror application +1. Wild damage hits of this monster gain +1 poise damage. Oh my gosh. I don't really do wild damage currently with them. But if we got it, that would be amazing. I don't think that includes. That'd be really nice. That would be nice if I could get wild damage on them. For every 8 debuffs applied to allies, generate wild Aether. That would also be nice. They're all so good. Here's the thing. Earth, water. I mean, that's doing poison damage. That's whenever he applies a debuff. Which is mostly just when he cleanses debuffs and applies them via this. That would mean each of these afflictions would then probably apply 1 poison as well. Each enemy. On Earth action from any ally applies poison to each enemy, which would then do another poison. So this is really would do 2 poison every time someone uses an Earth ability. I mean, that's pretty good. We need to be able to stack up poison. The Wild Aether is really nice, though. I don't know. I'm gonna go Perith Plate. It's poise. It's a poise damage and it's poison stack up. So, the Wormling's probably the scariest thing here. I think we have both these shifted monsters already. Yes, we do. All right, what can we do? So you're doing basic attack on middle. You're doing a basic attack on top. And you're doing a big attack in middle. So I almost certainly need to either poise break someone or shield myself in the middle. I think I'd do this. Just applies tons of poison, which is great. I can stagger him, so that's slightly less damage applied. I may as well. Although generating would have also been a decent idea. I think this would then trigger Lamentation of Woes. Oh no, I have to cleanse them before that happens, but either way, that's a lot of poison going on the enemy. We can really stack up poison fast when like everything that happens causes the enemy to get poisoned and then it stacks up multiple times. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Lots of options, actually. You're hitting bottom for 9 damage. Hitting top, but you also give yourself sidekick. And you don't really matter right now. Oh, here's redirect. So the first attack I do is going to go into Jotun. Unless, of course, I have some other way around it. I'm going to do this for the crit. I only got crit on him, unfortunately. He's dead to poison and all these other effects. The others, unfortunately, are not. Who are you attacking? Nobody. You're attacking top. If I do this, he's going to take the hit. So it's honestly not terrible. So now I have the option of... Oh, well, okay. I forgot, this is cleansing debuffs. So that just triggered everything. Oh my gosh, okay, that helps a lot. I can now probably just kill. Well, not quite. Unfortunately, a basic attack won't be enough. Finish this guy off. But I can block. Which will stack up more poison. Dude, he almost died to that. So close. I mean, he'll die next time anyways. I mean, they're both just... Almost. Oh, he's almost dead. Not quite. He will be soon. I can just... Doesn't really matter who I attack, to be honest. Let's do Long Slash for funsies. Can't redirect that. Because it already hits everybody. That's good. That was real good. I didn't really get any worthiness stuff from him other than crystals. Just fine. Meteorite. Just worse than what we already have. Good. Okay, map. There is something to our right. Oh, it's the Aether Spring. Higher loot chance, or chance of better loot, or extra gold. I'll take the better loot, because the better loot tends to be worth more than 2 gold per fight, probably. Water, wind. I mean, it doesn't really make a huge difference here. Do one of the waters, since they have wormlings, and I'm more scared of the wormlings than Orthus, but maybe... I don't know, because Orthus gets Psychic up, and then it's hard to keep track of damage. But hey, they're not doing much, actually. Unfortunately, I don't have enough water to knock him out straight up. Good with this. Okay, you're attacking bottom. You're attacking top. But they're just doing basic attacks. So, yeah, we just really want to focus on him, so I may as well just do this, I guess. Man, I don't even necessarily need to, because now he's got bleed on him. I could just basic attack. And just have a good next turn. If I really wanted to. Not like I need to cleanse debuffs this turn. Because the bleed will take away 1 poise. So he's donezo's. I could actually just do this. This is really good, actually, now. And I generated all that mana. We get shields up, we get more force. When we get attacked, we'll get even more force. The poison stacks up. Plus force for being attacked. Plus force for being attacked. Poison triggers. Or rather, poison stacks up. And now what is he gonna do? I mean, I could Diamond Shield again if I really want to. He does purge. I'd like to stop him. I could do this on him. Then I've got lots of water to stun him. And then this is just a basic attack, which could be killed with this guy, actually. So I think I have a play for all 3 monsters. God, that was super duper overkill. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Just a little bit. They don't get a turn this time. They just don't get to play the game. Look at that. And the poison just not going down and just getting better and better over time is just so good. This trio is way stronger than I thought it would be. +2 crit damage. Oh, yeah. +1 debuff mitigation. Oh, yeah. That's so good. Oh, that's excellent. Monster Soul. I'm very happy with this trio right now. Okay, this lets us cleanse, which I've got a lot of money, so I easily could. Let's just get rid of like half of it. 10 gold is worth it, I think. I don't want to spend 12 gold just cleansing. That's where we came in, and we're gonna summon another monster, so we'll just go forward. There's a merchant. We've got 53 bucks. That seems good to me. Seems good. And I think this is just the boss coming up. Which is why I didn't want to spend a ton on corruption cleansing. I probably didn't need to do any, to be honest. All right, what do you got? Terror application +1. Oh, that's pretty nice. Better Ocarina. Heals ally with lowest health for 7 on support action. Water damage +1. Healing +1. Dude, these are good. Purges 2 enemy Aether. That's also really good. I can't buy all 3. Probably wouldn't want to buy all 3 anyways, but Purging Aether is just... I buy the harp no matter what, alright? And for XP, we'd have to get pretty lucky. So this. Do we care about this? The skull? The skull's not that useful to us. The extra force is a little nice, but it's not super important. The meteorite is just common, but it does apply weakness, which is quite nice to start with. And it does convert. I like the debuff cleanse. I think what I do... Who does water damage the most? The Medusa? Does this also cleanse? No. Would be kind of wasted on him. It's just healing of each heal by 1. Yeah, I don't think I care about the ocarina. So do I want the salve? I think I do want the salve. I think I give the salve to Circuit. No, not Circuit, to Ravager. And then I move the Meteorite to Circuit. I think that's what we do. And I buy the blank memento just in case. Not that it really matters, but you can get good XP. So, but, you know, it is still cheap XP. Is there any high ground I can take advantage of? No. Wait, yes there is. All right, that's +1 poise break we get on him. We need it because he's got extra poise. The Ravager, the mirror matchup, kind of. Except he's got way more HP and I've got 3 monsters. But we have to be careful of crits. Applying tear and then just doing basic attack. Okay, that's not too scary. Probably just foul shield somebody. Probably them. Actually, that was a mistake. They're not actually taking damage. They're just getting terror applied. It just happens to be targeting them. So I should have done it here. It's not going to matter because of the weakness. We won't get through our shields anyways, but it is what it is. Let's try and get bleed on him because that can start doing poise damage. That's nice. I'm just going to basic attack. We'll generate for next time. Okay, he applied a bunch of terror to us. We're going to want to cleanse that. Ooh, actually it's very tempting to just break him. We can purge. And you know what? I may as well do this because I'll get the charge back in the future anyways. So now that's just a basic attack. That is still a lot of damage. Heals all I need. Where's the cleanse? This is the cleanse. And then that will do Lamentation of Woes, which does some more on him. I can just basic attack to interrupt him. Probably do that with him then. To build up some more resources, and then I can Diamond Shield. Actually, kind of, well, we get 3 force on everybody, which is really good. Don't really need the shield on everybody this turn, but it is still nice. I should have done the better. Actually, you know what? It's fine because we're gonna cleanse 20 corruption after this fight from everybody at the cauldron. Okay, I almost certainly do this now though. Lots. Then I want to keep cleansing myself. Although that can do a lot of damage now. I should do it last. Let's purge. I may as well. Do a basic attack. This goes against him for quite a bit. Apparently not much I can do about that either. Let's try and apply more bleed. Nice. That's a lot of bleed, actually. Fortunately, now I can't do what I wanted to do. I waste my Aether. Well, it wasn't a waste, but wasn't what I was going for. This is going to hurt. I got some bleed, too. But honestly, this is spreading the corruption out, so it's, like, totally fine. I just don't want corruption on Medusa at this point. I need to just start attacking because I need to be doing these crits, you know? And applying... That's a lot of damage. I probably actually have to Diamond Shield. And give the big shield to her. I've got infinite force right now, which is not really what I need, but this is still probably going to hurt a lot. Oh yeah. Oh, I think I'm just going to lose people actually. If I don't heal. You'll live. Wait, will you live? Barely? Actually, I don't think this accounts as terror. No, it must. No, it doesn't. Uh-oh, I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead. Shit. Do I save Ravager or do I save Medusa? Actually, Medusa will probably live. It's Ravager that is the closest to dying. Because he's got more terror, a lot more terror. Well. There goes. Oh, the stagger. Saved by the stagger, actually. Those interactions I could not really figure out ahead of time. There's a lot going on here. Well, we win no matter what at this point, but great. I may as well cleanse 1 corruption from everybody. Not that it will make much of a difference, because we're going to do minus 20 corruption, so... He can't dodge this, right? Oh, he can dodge this, but... Again, he's got so many dots on him, he would just die the next turn anyways. That didn't go as well as I was hoping. But we did it, so... It was all allies for 2 to 5. 2 times 5 applies 3 terror to all enemies. Triggers poison all enemy monsters as a free action. 3 times 4 damage against target enemy applies 8 poison. 8 poison. It is an earth attack. Kind of similar to Toxic Eruption, but Toxic Eruption does more damage based on the poison stacks. So this would be better on somebody else, not her, to set her up. I'd also need a lot of... triggering poison on all enemies is also another way to add poison to all enemies. That's actually pretty good. And it is a free action. Instead of shields vanishing, okay, we get half our shields back. Allies with 7 or more shields gain +1 damage and 15% crit chance. Ah, interesting. When an ally reaches 2 force stacks, it generates 2 random Aether triggers. Has 2 random Aether for everyone as soon as he uses 1 ability. That's pretty damn good. We don't need the crit chance because we have force on everybody. Whenever terror stacks are consumed on an enemy, applies 1 bleed for every 2 terror stacks consumed. Whenever bleed stacks are consumed on an enemy, applies 1 terror for every 2 bleed stacks. That's pretty good. Crit chance on every 3 crits generates wild Aether. All right. Terror application +1. Steady return generates wild Aether for every enemy with 5 or more terror. We do generate a lot of terror. Not necessarily from him. I'm gonna do the Dread and Gore. See how that feels. Rod of Command, that's nice. It's the one that gives us extra actions, right? We just reactivate. Sure is. That is good. All right, let's go to the Cauldron. We'll also have a Merchant. Consume, and then we'll have no corruption and 5 more HP. What do you got for shop? Debuff mitigation +1, Aether +1, water damage +1, fire generator +1. I mean, that's... I definitely want that on somebody. Probably... Wait, it's debuff mitigation. Not cleanse. Maybe I don't want it on them. Everything else is really good, though. Well, that's all right. Extra Aether. Extra water damage. The only one that's doing water damage is... Well, actually, he can do water damage for Ravager. He's getting extra terror applications currently. That makes Mist really good. This would make Mist do more damage. Would I get rid of the... Surely it's better than the Comet, at least, right? I mean, the Comet's not doing a whole lot. It's definitely... Yeah, probably. It just doesn't... It's just not best on him. I could give this to someone else. Give it to Medusa. The debuff cleanse is okay. It is nice. Do I care about the +2 terror application that much? Well, okay, get rid of this. Now this is going on to him. He just doesn't benefit from the water damage that much. I don't know if that applies to everybody. I don't think so. I think it just applies to the monsters on. So I probably actually need to put it on somebody else. But honestly, the +1 Aether, and if he does do basic attacks, I don't think he's ever going to do basic attacks. That's the problem. I like these boots too much. The terror application is just so good for him. Plus weakness is also really good. Oh, this is so difficult. Nah, we just do this. That's fine. Even if it's not optimal, we'll swap things around, no doubt, at some point. We have 0 XP on everybody, so buying XP is probably not that useful. But I may as well. I'll get a monster soul, and that's probably it. All right, where are we going? Aether Spring? 100%. I would like either plus damage or plus Aether. Those are the things I'd be hoping for at the spring. Generates 1 Fire Aether. Generates 1 Wind Aether. I assume the Wind Aether will be more useful to us, generally speaking. Yeah, we barely need any fire, so... Wind it is. I got what I wanted. I'm happy. That was sturdy. I always forget about these these pillars being monsters. Alright, let's see how this goes. We actually need to capture these monsters. I've yet to do it. Free monster trigger poison on all monsters. I think Cleansing Strike is probably more helpful for us overall, or just actually no, Mist is probably better. So then I can interrupt this. But if I do that, I'd rather Long Slash to get bleed on everybody. You know? Potential bleed. So then I would use water on him. Yeah, let's do it this way. Oh, I could have done the bleed first. Whoops. It's okay. He's okay. And then I can craft Memento on him. Finally have the bat. The gargoyle, sorry. The bat's here. We already have the bat. So I'm going to do this. I don't really have fire damage to stun this guy, so whatever. Wow, all I got was bleed on the one guy I was already doing that on. Okay. You're attacking bottom, so I'm just going to probably shield. Shield him. Just in case. I poisoned everybody. Blood. Look how many procs are happening. Okay. It's gonna be so hard to predict what the results of any turns are gonna be with this kind of build. Because there's just so many interactions happening. Okay. Well, this is a problem. This is a problem. This is a problem. That's a lot of damage. Okay. Well, I think I Long Slash. Probably. I don't think I'm going to be able to interrupt this guy. I would really like Diamond Shield. Can I get one more Earth? I can purge enemy Aether, actually. Let's do that. This is 12 damage and purges. This is applying terror and doing more damage. So I'd rather purge here. Prevent that from doing big damage. Doesn't help us get this up. I probably just need a basic attack with him in order to generate enough to do Diamond Shield. I wish I could do it the other way around, but I can do this. Bottom guy will die to bleed and poison, so there's no problem there. Top guy, I'm not going to be able to stagger this turn. So I think I have to do this. Generate Earth, and then I do this. And who's going to attack the most? You? Let me just get a preview here. It's slightly unfortunate, but oh, he had the most shields already, so maybe that wasn't the best idea, but you know, maybe I could have staggered him if I had attacked of all the procs, but honestly, we'll take so little corruption from this, it won't matter. He attacks. That does hurt a little bit. But honestly, I can probably do the heal thing. Check. Yeah, I could probably endure to cleanse a little bit of corruption. If I do that, that's only one Earth thing. So let's do this first. He will stagger no matter what next turn because of bleed. So I'm going to do this to cleanse a little bit of corruption for the long-term gain. Oh, that... I don't know why that triggered his thing too, but that's cool. Alright. Well, we've done all we need to do, so we'll just end the fight. That went pretty well. Only got the smallest amount of corruption on us. Some good XP. One more fight and Ravager will level up. A skill reroll. All right. We're probably going to need to start using those to get specific things we want. But first, trivia. Oh, wait. What is this? This is not what I was expecting to see. A library hidden back here? Dude, what are you doing in the library? This is not good for books. So damp. All right, here's the question. Is the worthiness system fair? Yes, no, or it's complicated. It's complicated. On the one hand, the moral values of the worthiness system represents peaceful coexistence and empathy. On the other hand, they erase that commitment towards once misguided beings, robbing them of any chance to learn, grow, and change. Trapped in eternal purgatory. The system seems in conflict with itself, using Aethermancers to temporarily mend this issue instead of addressing the core flaw. That is why I'm conflicted about it. ... I see your point quite deeply. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with me. Here's your reward. Looking forward to our next encounter. Look, if the three options are yes, no, or it's complicated, the obvious right answer is it's complicated. They're not gonna give me those options if it's not. So it's just by basic deduction, I picked the right one. I mean, yes, those were that was exactly what I was thinking when I picked that answer, and he just was taking the words out of my own mouth. Yes. Performance Blessing. So I can upgrade. These tend to not be worth it. Not gonna lie. These tend to be pretty bad. Although Medusa, if it's something bad like burn or something, this actually could be good for her. So let's upgrade the boots and see what happens. Poison hit plus 25%. Power chance plus 30%. I mean, these are all pretty bad for me. Apply 2 terror to self. 66% chance. On hit, 25% chance to apply poison. Power? I guess I go with the poison. The terror. We can cleanse it pretty easily, so... Oh, they're just not attacking me. They're just gonna casually wait for me, which is nice. Go for the soup man. Have I captured the book before? I don't think I have. No, I haven't. Oh, it's a shifted one too. Do I have 2 mementos? I do. So we could in theory. We could in theory. Of course you're attacking everybody to start with. That is very rude of you. Well, I'm probably gonna have to diamond shield. Gives everyone force anyways, so it's good. And applies poison to everybody. And bleed apparently. Jeez. Well, if I get the crit. Oh wait, it's a non-magic crit because of course it is. He's gonna stagger because of the bleed. Could stagger him. Can't stagger him. Oh, I could actually. And it's just him doing a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Why so much damage? Maybe she has evasion. She might dodge. Or this is damage to everybody. Not a lot of it, to be honest. 2 times 5. So I should probably interrupt this one, this flurry. But I also don't want him to get... Can I do both of these? I've got... No, I can't. Alright. Interrupt him. Oh, so many triggers. Yup, just keep going. Just keep going. Oh, I kind of love this build, actually. This game is too good. Even the one build, I'm like, you know what? Poison doesn't seem like it would work out. No, I'm totally wrong. They've thought of everything. This game's so good. I don't mind admitting that I'm wrong. I didn't get to copy him, unfortunately. Unfortunate. The shifted monster that I was probably never going to use anyways, but you know, the thought was there. Got to collect them all, you know. Got the Grimoire. This is at least a new base monster, so that's nice. He is base attacking him for a lot. Unless I can do something about it, but I probably can't. I think I just do this. Kill the book. Get some bleed on him. I'll just foul shield to avoid most of it. So good. Oh my gosh. Look, he's dead. I can't believe it. Why is this so good? All right. I'm so glad I came back to this game to try this out. Even if we end up dying on the final boss or whatever, this has still been worth it. On crit, deals an additional 1 times 8 damage to the enemy with the lowest health. Chain lightning. I think I just re-roll these. Actually, no. 2 times 4 water wind damage against all enemies. Increase crit chance. Critical hit, steal additional 4 damage. If he's got force, then this becomes 2 times 8 damage. It does 16 damage to all enemies. And it'll be a crit, so... It is a water attack, which he doesn't currently have, which he... Well, he has mist. Which applies terror, and this doesn't apply terror. You know what, let's reroll and see if we get something cooler. Critical hits purge 1 enemy Aether. That's what we want to see, and it's cheap. Hit chance means he doesn't necessarily need to have force for it to be good. Applies dodge all allies. That would be pretty good, but we need him doing water damage. So let's take that one. 2 skill rerolls. All right, nice. It makes that one reroll worth it. All right, we'll go up and then left. More monsters. No high ground to make use of here, but that's okay. Attack Soup Man, as per usual. All right, good stuff. All right, he's doing support stuff. He's doing basic attack in the middle, and he's doing bubble trick on the top. Okay. I have some options here. I think I'm just going to do this. It's just really good. It's just incredibly good. High value. I could just straight up stagger someone, huh? If I get bleed on people as well, then I might be able to stagger all three of them. Okay, not quite, but this guy will stagger. This guy will do bubble trick, which won't actually do enough damage. I can interrupt this guy. Can I interrupt him with anything else? Not really. Good stuff. Some more poison stacks too. Staggered. More more poison, more terror. Bubble trick. Doesn't get through our shields. Then more poison gets applied. Next turn. I think I almost certainly do the wind attack on everybody again. Long slash. I don't know. Let's see. What are you doing? Snowmark. That's fine. I can probably just kill that guy on top. Yeah. I think I just do that. Make it straightforward. The procs. So many procs. And then I can just kill this guy, or I can stagger him. That almost kills. He'll die to poison after that. And then the last guy remaining. Oh, I actually don't have Superman. Let's grab him. Oh, I do. Crap. I just wasted that. Well, it gives us a soul, I guess, a monster soul, but I did kind of waste that. Oh well. Not a big deal. I misread the icons. Because the icon for a monster that's uncaught is also like a little gray kind of face thing. Alright, well. Oh, I should use the, what's it called? Aura thing. Or heal. Because cleanse one corruption from everybody. Good for our long-term success. The question is... Oh, yeah, he's getting staggered now. There you go. Then he'll die to poison. Start of his turn. Poison and bleed. Easy. More than this, get some level ups. On action, if the action applied debuffs to the enemies, apply those debuffs another time to enemies and to self. Oh my gosh. That's good. Terror application +1. Wild damage hits on this monster. Oh yeah. Whenever an ally attacks an enemy with 3 or more terror, applies dodge to the ally. That's cool. That is cool. Torment doubling is very, very interesting, except Medusa's going to get absolutely nuked with debuffs, unfortunately, which is a bit too much to handle, I think, for the final boss. The final boss will be applying so much terror already. If our own terror and bleed and stuff goes on to her, it's just going to be way, way too much, I think. Terror application +1 is really good with Ravager. But I think it's only hers, so I don't know. Whenever, because it doesn't say whenever an ally does, it's just for her. So I think we do with Shadow Meld or reroll. Shadow Meld happens every so often. And dodge is just good. It'll go a long way to keeping us alive, especially against the boss. Yeah, okay, I can deal with that. I can roll with that. Lightning Bolt Trap, we've used this before. It's pretty good. Slime Volley, 3x4 water earth damage against all enemies, applies 3 poison to all enemies and self, generates 1 random Aether Shields all eyes for 5. Deals damage equal. I mean, that could be good too in combination, but I don't know if we can afford all of it. I'm going to use a reroll. See what we get. Toxic Healing. Applies 3 poison to all enemies. Triggers poison all the enemies. And when we trigger poison, we then add more poison. So that's really, really nice. Shields. Target ally. Applies Force. Cleanses 3 debuffs. Pretty good. It's also very cheap. Viral Burst. Target enemy crits apply 2 poison. Target enemy triggers poison on 1 target enemy. It's Water Earth versus Full Earth. But this is applying to all enemies, triggering all enemies. I think this is better. Let's do Toxic Healing. I like that. Oh, we got our blank memento back. For wasting one. I have 8 monster souls right now, by the way, so we could definitely... You know what? The knight could give us some new equipment. Our equipment's nice. It is nice, but it's also could be better. What are the odds he actually gives us something better? Aether crystals, I don't really need them. Random NPC could be anything. Could be anything. So let's try it out. Don't need any new monsters, so... Oh, it's the knight anyways. Illusion of choice. All right. It's another upgrade. Ooh, I could just upgrade this again. Upgrade tier if possible, and pick a new FX. Is there something above epic? I've never seen anything above epic, so maybe I can't. So maybe I upgrade the salve. Let's upgrade the salve. Poison damage +1. Terror application +1. Wind damage +1. I mean, wind damage probably wouldn't matter that much. Kind of nice for this. Explosive burst wouldn't matter. Poison. I mean, I guess I could do terror. Terror application +1, because that just stacks up on it even more. There was no downside. There's actually no downside. It literally just upgraded it straight up. It just does +3 terror application now. Oh my gosh. So this will apply 8 terror. He needs an ability that applies terror to everybody, I think. There is one that exists. It's just not all that good typically. Applies like 5 to everybody. Interrupt the Supermans. Maybe. Reduces poison at least. Bleed and poison. All right. He's attacking middle. He's attacking top. Both just doing kind of basic stuff. I could shield everybody. That is a possibility. I can't do that and long slash though. Is that okay? 3 times 8 versus 3 times 6. So this is more scary technically. Okay, let's do this. We get the force up anyways, which is always good. And applies poison and all this stuff. Oh, the dog I don't have yet. All right, if we stun the dog, I'll craft memento them. I could stun the dog. I could stun anybody I want. It's not a bad idea. Then I can craft memento them immediately and I don't have to worry about it. This guy's getting powered up. I don't really like that too much, but memento crafted. Or rather unlocked. I mean, I can do this as a free action. Poison all the enemies. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's excellent. Right. Oh. Oh, she's got 4 stacks of terror on her. This is gonna hurt. Oh. How much corruption do we get for that? Ah, a little bit. Not too bad. Honestly, fine. I now have 4... I would like to long slash. I'm gonna long slash. Wanna bleed. This guy's dead to damage over time. This guy's only doing a basic attack. This guy's just shielding and healing. It would be pretty easy to interrupt him, honestly. You can also do this to interrupt this guy for funsies. Fun and profit. This build is so silly. Oh, it's so silly. Oh, wait, he's gonna stagger to bleed anyways, so it doesn't really matter what I do, huh? I think I can make sure this guy just straight up dies to the dots by doing this. Dead. Staggered. Dead. We're so powerful. Now I can do our endure to get a little bit of corruption cleared. And then just kill him however we want, essentially. This is ridiculously strong. This one corruption. Let's see. This does trigger the poison as well. But I may as well just purging won't be enough. How do I want to handle this? Am I gonna do enough damage? Probably. That's a lot of damage, and he's gonna take a lot of dot damage too, so I have faith. Yeah, he's super dead. Even with the stagger. Yup. It's good. It's real good. All right. Also, we barely even take damage. Got a blade. Evasion plus 10%, crit damage plus 2. There's no way that's better than what we already have. There's an NPC up there. Hello. Greetings, being of the void. I'm Gwyn, an explorer from Pilgrim's Rest. All right. Suppose you're not on set. Scientific discovery. I was looking for then. All right. Yes, the monsters are tame around us. All right. Very good. There is more directions to go, so let me actually look. You got a merchant? All right. Got 20 gold right now. We'll definitely be getting more. Okay, there's enemies up here. Also this. Soul Altar. Release this monster soul and get boons. I have so many monster souls. There's no reason not to. Affliction boon is exactly what we want. Shield boon would also be pretty good, but you can only do one. They don't stack, unfortunately. Alright. The question is what they're gonna do. What are they gonna attack? Top for quite a bit. And bottom for an okay amount. I didn't get the best spread of Aether. You can also purge, but I should probably save that for the boss. Probably. I just want to go for the crit. Long slash bleed. If I do that, I only have one left, which I could do. Not terrible. All right, let's see if this crits. Didn't crit on the one I wanted it to crit on. Unfortunate. I probably have to shield one of the two. As much as I want to attack. Could also use a Rod of Command and go again. I don't think that would really work out for us terribly well. All right, I might actually use our Purge just to avoid this horrible damage. not like the corruption wouldn't matter that much, but you're doing 2 times 8 damage just on a basic attack. I want to get the poison up. Actually, who are you attacking? You're attacking middle. Everybody's going to take some damage. Okay. I could have done this first. Actually, no, I don't get the force unless I do this one. Okay. Well, not the greatest first turn ever. Well, you know, that's sometimes how it happens. Hurts. But, I mean, all the corruption will at least be spread out among our monsters. Except he just dodged everything like a boss. Alright. Apparently I didn't pick the right one to shield. I think I need the diamond shield here. Oh, I can just kill something straight up, huh? But it's pretty tempting. You're hitting middle. You're hitting everybody, so I should probably just kill this one. When's it gonna kill? There's so many effects happening. Okay, well, he'll die to dot damage. Please crit this guy. Okay, he'll stagger because of the bleed. And all I have to worry about is the top guy, which is going to hit middle for a bit, unfortunately, but unless he dies to dots, but I don't think he will. Ah, maybe. Yes. Oh, it's so close. Wait, he's going to die to the burn, actually, when he attacks. How did you not stagger? What? What? How did you not die to the burn? Okay, that was scary. I almost lost 2 monsters. Holy crap. Now he staggers because of the bleed at the start of his turn, but... Well, actually, no. Why did he stagger now? Instead of when I thought he would stagger. Well, I'm going to do this to cleanse at least one of that corruption. He's not doing anything because he's currently stunned, so I may as well just do whatever we want. That's a lot. I don't know why that animation plays so many attacks. No crits. Still applies bleed. And he's dead. Okay. We got a little more corruption there, and it was closer than I would have liked. Whoops. I really thought I had that figured out. I did not. A crit from an ally shields them for 3. It's not bad. On crit applies 1 bleed. On crit from an ally deals 3 wild damage hit. Once per action. I need this. I want that. I want that so badly. That's extra poise damage. That we scrap. The common old scepter. I could get another buff to replace the one we have. Is there anything else here? Yes. In fact, I can just dash over here quickly. Hopefully we don't get ambushed. I don't know if I got the parry off. I was just mashing spacebar expecting it. Yes, I did. Okay. Not a true parry, it's just do you hit it any time before the battle starts, really. Okay, this is a bit of a problem. He's hitting us for a lot of damage. He's also hitting us for a decent amount. This is really good, technically. This will give us force, which also gives us crits. And we now have more things trigger on crit. while damage hits. I could interrupt him completely. That's probably wise. And the basic attack on this guy, I probably don't care too much about. It's a lot of bleed. Yeah, it's going against him. I mean, even the basic attacks do so much damage. It's wild. Can I do this plus something else? Not really. If I do this, is not that good. Just 2 crits. If I could do this, it would be great, but I can't. If I activated, I could. But I really want to save that for a boss if at all possible. I don't think triggering poison is going to help us too much here. So, you know what? It probably is worth doing. Yeah, that is a lot. And I guess I could do this. No reason not to, really. Since attacking's not going to benefit too much. I need more ways to get terror onto enemies, I think. All the evasions. That should clutch as hell. I don't take that much corruption. That makes me laugh every time. Turn starts and just things just start exploding over here. I think I'm gonna long slash. I got another bleed stack on him. Now I can interrupt him very easily. We've got 3. I can do. I should save that. This guy will die. This guy might die. If I hit him, he definitely does. And then we can finish off the bookmans whenever we want. Oh, crap. Do we already have the cat? I think I already captured the cat this run. So I didn't need to worry about it. Everybody died. Wow, that was cool. I like that. Corruption cleanse +2. Nice. That is nice. It is building up a little bit. Dedicated support action applies 1 force to each ally. Well, on dedicated support action, cleanses 2 debuffs from each ally, then applies 1 force to each ally that had at least 1 debuff cleanses. Wow, that's amazing. A wind action from any ally shields that ally forward. That's also good, but redemption is excellent. Medusa gained 1 XP and levels up. Cool. Free action. 2 poison to all monsters is a free action. Cleanses up to 6 debuff stacks from this monster to deal 5 damage to target enemy for every stack cleansed. What? That's potentially amazing, especially against the final boss. On crit applies 2 poison to target enemy, triggers poison on target enemy. No, like Torment Flux. I gotta get rid of something for this. Probably just Viral Bloom. Because I need this. Honestly, this is really nice. But yeah, I guess I get rid of Viral Bloom. It being a free action is nice, but oof. This is like absolutely amazing against the final boss. I'm still not willing to sacrifice a monster to go in there. Monster soul. Wait, it's just a monster soul. It's not a monster. Oh. It's just 1 XP. Okay. I mean, it's a smaller price, smaller reward. I guess that makes sense. I think someone pointed it out in a previous video too, in the comment section. Okay. Well, let's get another buff. I just re-up the affliction boon, I think. I think so. So that we have it for 2 battles in the next area. And we go to the merchant with 24 gold, probably. Which, epic loot. Yeah, we go to the merchant. The merchant has loot too, so we just have to pay for it. Let's see. On support action, cleanses 4 debuffs and applies 1 temporary power to the target ally. Health plus 10. Fire damage plus 1. That's pretty good. I don't really care about that one. I buy a monster soul for cheap. That's... I got enough to do everything if I want to. Let's get plus 1 XP as well. So do I want this drop? Fire damage plus 1. This is still really good. I don't know. I can't justify buying that. I'm just gonna pay for XP. Just paying for XP. Is this the boss already? Sure is. Say already, but it has been an hour and a half. Actually, that's pretty fast. We're going faster than normal. All right, this will be a good test of... Goes in water. Okay, if we do water action, he gets resources. Wow, I generated trash. I did not get anything really good. He's also just doing basic attacks though, so we kind of lucked out a little bit there, but applies 5 terror. Let's do this. Let's set this up. That's a lot of terror. But then I just got rid of the terror, mostly. He's just basic attacking us for 12 each. That's not really bad. One short of doing that, which would be really nice. Wait, if I do... Wait, does he generate? He does. I'm going to reactivate him. Because watch. Basic attack. Gets us enough to do Diamond Shield. And I want to shield Medusa in particular. When he gets Force, he gets poison added to him. And start triggering. So basic attack. Misses. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting she's really good evasion. I don't necessarily need to... Actually, we took 0 damage there, so it worked out perfectly fine either way. The only problem is that I used our thing. Fire damage. Okay, he is attacking her twice. Do this. I can't do... Oh, I can do both, actually. Even more for... I need... Man, if any of them could get Fire Skewer, it would be absolutely absurdly good. Well, they got staggered, so that's cool. I apply more poison into him. Critical hits purge. This would purge 2 from him. Not that it will really matter at this point. I'm gonna just go all out on attack. This leaves both winds. She doesn't need wind at all, so. We'll just deal damage. We don't have very much poison on them, but we do have a lot of other stuff. I don't need to cleanse any debuffs or anything. So I guess I just do this. Oh, that's so much bleed. 69 damage of bleed. Oh, the terror stacks up because it converts over. Excellent. Oh, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Okay, well, we're doing more of this shit, huh? All right. More force for everybody. Let's see. Well. More dodge stacks, which will help us survive. More poison. So this does 2 times 9. So the second attacks won't actually hit. First one will. This is 5 times 8. That's a lot of damage to him. I was going against Medusa, but it's not. It's going against him, which is a problem. Yeah, that is a bit of a problem. I could reactivate him. What will he do if I reactivate him? He doesn't have resources. To reactivate. If I basic attack for water and earth, still wouldn't be enough. I could reactivate Ravager by explosive burst. It's not really going to help much. Probably not. We're pretty close to killing, to be honest. So wait, I could have him attack for wind. Doesn't really help. Yeah, all right, we'll just do this. A lot of bleed. It'll be like 60 bleed damage, right? So I just go all out and try and... $105. Oh my gosh. That was clutch as hell. Poison plus bleed plus terror plus it does more damage. Yeah, it does add up. Adds up faster than you expect it would. And I'm so close to levels on everybody. That was amazing. And we're gonna have 0 corruption. Going to the gardens of biome 3. Don't have that much HP on these guys, but a rare tome. This weakness, crit damage plus 2, corruption cleanse plus 2. Don't care. Scepter common. Don't care. Deck of cards I could buy. It's I don't know if it's likely we'll use it. Buy another monster soul. Do I just buy the XP? That's the real question. Why do I get deck of cards? Because it could land on Circuit and get us to level up, or Ravager. Yeah, I go for the XP. Excellent. Chilling Trap. Applies 2 dodge to target ally. Retaliate. Applies 6 terror to the enemy. This is against all enemies. Critical hits deal more damage. Chilling Trap. What would I replace with that? I'll get rid of these. Explosive Burst. I mean, it does in theory purge. And it's cheap. Does Wind Earth. This is Water Wind. It's kind of giving us coverage. Because if these do crit, it's basically like breaking 4 poise in 2 hits, which is good. Crit deals extra damage. A Chilling Trap is a great way to get terror up on the enemy. You could also just reroll and hope for something better. I'm gonna do 1 reroll. Target enemy applies bleed against all enemies. Applies 5 terror to all enemies. That's what I need. Because this can help for breaking poise, and it can apply terror to everybody, which is what I super duper need. I think I replace our mist with it, even though it's so expensive. Maybe I get rid of the purging, actually. No, I need the fire damage. I need to be able to do the fire damage. I think that's too important. Long Slash, I'm using it a lot. I think, you know what, Hailstorm... Yeah, get rid of Mist. Mist is so much cheaper, but it's only single target. This is against all enemies. And with force up, that's like doing 4 poise damage to everybody potentially. Or at least 2 poise damage to everybody. Well, I guess anybody that's water wind. Final boss, this is better to have than this is, probably. Wanted something that does tear to all enemies. That is tough. Problem is, it's just so expansive. So expensive. He's got cheaper things already to do, though. So yeah, alright, I'll get rid of Mist. This is the starting move, so it's not like that good or anything. Alright, can I get lucky again? Circuit? No. I want a Ravager. Good try, though. Alright, we move on. What do we got? Knight, Envoy, or Loot Drop Epic? I don't know why I can never remember what the Envoy does. Grade stuff? Let's go to the Envoy. Like, I don't know, the name Envoy just doesn't trigger anything in my mind. This looks like secret. No? White berry. Alright, well, we just wandered right into this, but... Oh, it's a shifted Naga. If I don't have it, I want it. Fortunately, that's not the one that... Oh, it doesn't look... I don't know. Everything gets so much poise here. I don't even know if I got the Blitz parry, whatever you want to call it. Alright, what are you doing? Using one of the 3 wish actions. Healing all allies. Giving them power and then attacking. I really need to deal with him, if at all possible. With our current setup, with our current Aether, that's going to be difficult to do. Well, I can Purge, actually, to prevent that from happening. Sucks to use this early, but... not a bad time, to. I wish I had one more Wind Aether so badly. I think I do Diamond Shield, I guess. Dude, they hit 14. Well, he's got dodge, so he'll only take 7 of that. You're hitting top, and you're playing power, so they'll actually do more damage if he gets to do what he wants. Which he almost certainly will. I think I just apply poison. I think that's... Actually, wait, I can do this. And hopefully it lands on someone good. I mean, it's effectively getting poison on everybody, so it is good. Then I can almost nuke someone down to stagger them. Not quite. I'll try before this guy starts getting dodge stacks up and stuff. He will stagger because of the bleed, actually, so that's cool. Means I can probably start focusing on... This doesn't really matter. I might get bleed on this guy too, which would be nice. Nope. Good, he staggers. This is still going to happen, though. It's okay. Like 1 corruption off of that. This is bad, though, because now they're empowered. It's not force. They trigger off of having force, not necessarily just power. That is a lot of damage. 4 times 10? Jeez. That's 1 times 31. Okay. I'm gonna have to try and kill this guy or do something to... I can purge. Well, I dared everybody. Almost kill that guy. Who's taking the biggest hit? You, in theory. I'll shield him. Okay. Also, I guess I already have this shifted Naga. Apparently. Staggered him. All according to plan. Yeah, totally. I can just kill this guy straight up. And he's just doing a basic attack against him. 2 times 9. He'll take 1 of it. I want to win long slash first. Actually, I'm just going to do this. Stagger. Lots of bleed. Lots of poison. And then I do this to kill this guy. And we take no attacks this turn. Error, dead. Oh, that's so good. Oh my goodness. I don't even fully understand the interactions happening here, but it is excellent. All right. I think he just cleansed all the corruption he just got, too. Double level up. Okay. Applies 3 shields, or 3 force to target ally, then shields 2 for each force stack. What are his current stuff? Foul shield. I mean, I do still use it. Crystal smash, diamond shield. Toxic healing we haven't really used very much. Precision meteor. And first hit, crit, plus 3 poise damage. So this can do 4 poise damage in 1 hit. Fire, earth damage. Importantly, it's fire damage, which we've got a little bit on the other 2. Having him have that coverage also would be nice. Lightning bolt trap. Dedicated support action, and he has stuff that's triggering a dedicated support action. So that would also work to debuff or to clear debuffs. By dodge force. There's a retaliate that can then stagger enemies. It is expansive again. Is that worth more than toxic healing? I don't know. I feel like toxic healing could be clutch because it triggers the poison. At the end, I might just take the plus 5 max HP. I think I'm pretty happy with his stuff overall, except for the fact that he doesn't have the greatest coverage. But honestly, he's playing a very pivotal role of keeping everybody alive. So, you know, and buffing and debuffing. But yeah, I think I just take the health on him. Enemies with Terror have a 15% chance to miss. That's nice. Whenever an enemy misses a hit, applies Terror to them. This would be better on Ravager, but Terror application plus 1. The area of return generates Wild Aether for every enemy with 5 or more Terror. Yo. For every 8 debuffs applied, generates Wild Aether. That's actually way easier to do. Way easier to do. Yeah, I like that. I'm happy with that. All right. Getting a monster to level 10 before the end is actually like super clear. Replace one of their perks. Ooh. Ooh. Who has a perk that doesn't really matter that much? This is good. Oh, whenever this monster applies a debuff, deals a 3 earth water damage hit to the enemy and applies 1 poison them. So that's probably what's staggering people. Whenever an ally attacks an enemy with 3 or more terror, applies dodge to that ally. This doesn't come up that much, but we do get it every so often. For every 8 debuffs, okay, we want all of his. Let's see, Plague, whenever poison triggers, we need this. When an ally reaches 2 force stacks, it generates 2 random Aether. That's not that important. Dedicated support action, this is very important. On crit from an ally, deals 3 wild damage. I want that. Whenever terror stacks are consumed, I like this one. Concealed. On dedicated support action. Does he even have dedicated support actions? No, he has none. This, oh, we get at the start of combat too. It's applying 1 dodge to him and shields to all allies. That's actually really nice. We just need to get him a support action. Okay. Good to know. So I guess I could replace one of circuits. This is only once per ally per combat, but it's really impactful when it happens. It gives us a lot of more options because he's typically doing diamond shield, which is expensive, and then this is like every ally suddenly gets 2 force, they also generate 2 Aether, which then essentially pays for this by itself. As long as I can do it initially. So maybe I just don't do it now. Let's wait until the end of this area at the very least. Oh, this area's weirdly laid out. Okay, there's enemies up there. Oh, hi. What are you doing here? Oh, right. We came here to specifically see his event. So pick an artifact. Ah, he gives artifacts. That's right. Shields, all for 10, or cleanses corruption. Shields is typically more useful. Except the final boss, being able to cleanse corruption is really nice. Of course, then you could also do shields, which then, in theory, you take less damage and therefore get less corruption, rather than killing it after the fact. I think I'd rather the shielding, because the heal on this is essentially useless. It's just 5. Like, yeah, I take the shielding dust. All right, now let's fight these guys. I want to target the cat, please. Okay, there we go. I don't know if we're really going to be able to stagger things reliably on turn 1s, but that's just the nature of the beast. Okay, you're attacking middle. Oh man, if we just take these hits, it's so much damage. It's like absurd. God damn. I mean, Medusa technically has evasion. I'm probably better off doing this on himself. See. He's attacking top, so I'd rather stagger him rather than this guy, but I can do. It's against all enemies. Applies 5 terror to all enemies. That's really tempting to do. I think I'm gonna do it, even if it won't directly stagger. I can stagger him with this, just a regular old attack, huh? Anyone he attacks. I think I might fraud a command. I don't have Aether, actually. It's not actually super good to rod a command here. If I do this, I just interrupt one of them. This one will still go against him and do a crap load of damage. Maybe I do still rod a command. Will I be able to do much? I could do this, potentially. I don't know if that's good. Dude, they can both? Okay, he's not actually doing his usual psychic stuff, so I'm gonna interrupt this and see what happens. That looks so silly. Yeah, look at this. Pretty passive move, but it works. Now I'm not going to take any direct damage here, and everyone's got dodge. Okay. And now the cat's very easy to stagger. They're just doing the exact same thing again, huh? They're trying to. Which is going to be really hard to stop them. I'm probably just going to have to play very defensively here. Shield Ravager. Alright, I mean, that's good. He's staggered. I don't think he can take psychic attacks. At least I would hope not. I would hope not. Let's apply some more bleed. A lot of bleed. Can't nuke anybody down explicitly. Good shield to ease up on some of this damage. That takes most of it. Yeah, alright, that's really good actually. Cleanses up to 6 debuff stacks from this monster. I don't have any currently. They don't have that much poison on them either here. We'll probably just kill the cat by doing this. Just don't have to worry about it in the future. It'll die to the damage over time. We got 2 stacks to dodge. That's really good. We've got plenty of shields. They are putting regeneration on themselves, which is kind of annoying, but ultimately fine. Because our damage over time is way better than their regen. Oh, they're just doing that every single turn, huh? They're just swimming in Aether. Well, I can do this to interrupt one of them if I want to. But also just yeah, let's just do this. You're going against the middle one. You're going against top, so I'm going to interrupt you. That's a lot. Oh my goodness. Takes so long to resolve. I could just block most of this damage probably. Yeah, almost all of it. Can't quite... Actually, could I get him low enough that damage over time kills him? I don't think so. It don't look like it. Unless I had one more earth resource. I don't. I don't want to use another thingamabob, so... I can guarantee this guy dies to damage over time, or... Yeah, I think that's just what we do. Don't worry about it too much. Alternatively, I could have tried to get him low enough so that maybe he would stagger, etc., but I don't think it was going to happen. I can get rid of this little tiny bit of corruption just by doing this. There we go. We got 0 corruption now. He's got lots of stacks on him. I can just nuke him down. This is so much better than I expected it to be. I could have done nothing. He would have died to all those damage over time effects, those dots. Worthiness, +1 defense. Oh, that's nice. I need these guys to level up so they can get another trait, preferably. This is the way forward. Nothing too exciting. There are final options. No! I just walked right into them. I didn't parry. No void. No void parry for us. I wasn't thinking. Alright, well. This thing is so much... Just crazy amounts of damage. I don't have enough earth for that. He doesn't generate earth. If he attacks, I could. You could also do this. So I have her go first, generate earth. And then I have diamond shield, which then gives us force. And then I do long slash. It'll be guaranteed crits, or maybe jewel cutter. We'll see. Yeah, I think that's the play. Target the cat. Okay, and then I do this on her. She's most at risk. That generates a whole bunch of more Aether, so I can do whatever I want. I can just interrupt that attack completely, huh? Then we just take this basic attack. I mean, that's fine. It's not like perfect. Oh, we're going to take the psychic attack too. So I guess the shield should have gone on circuit. I couldn't foresee down the chain of events that far. Predict that. But it's okay. It's a very small amount of corruption, so. That one is a little more annoying. It's a wee bit more annoying. Did not foresee that one either. Which, you know, it's not a bad thing. That means the game is complex enough that really good players that can keep track of that many things get an advantage. They get that skill expression. Okay, what are you doing? Hitting everybody for a lot. Hitting middle for a lot. And you're buffing. Oh my goodness. Okay. I need to deal with him. I need to deal with him too. If I can get more poison stacks on him, I can probably wipe this. Actually, no, I can't. Critical hits to purge. I almost certainly have to do this. I'm probably going to have to use an extra action, I think. Probably. To do that, I can't do this. Okay, who do I think is going to... Yeah, he's in the biggest risk. He's lowest health and being targeted. So... No. I can interrupt the cat. But I want to kill this or this, if possible. I can stagger him. Either or. If I do this, then I don't have any ground left, and I could do this. That will probably work. All right, let's do this. A lot of blood. Now the question is, do I want to get an extra action, or do I want to save that? He's still doing a crap load of damage. I've got no way to like redirect. That's the problem. And if he gets powered up, like if this happens first, then Circuit will just die. I can give him another action. Then he could foul shield, potentially. Or maybe save himself. I could also heal him for 15 or try and purge, but that won't be enough. Stop. I have to use the artifact before I take this action because otherwise my turn will just end. Now, if I had her go instead, that could be a lot of damage. We would use our wild and our fire, which still leaves me enough to be able to do this if need be. Or this. Okay. So I'm going to pick Medusa as another action. Will this be enough is the question. So I should probably do this one first. Okay. Don't have to worry about empower or anything either at this point. So now the question is, does this get him low enough? This will do a lot of damage, just not as much. Okay. Will this get him low enough to die to dots before killing my dude? I don't think so. Especially not with the shields. Oh, it's so close. He has 8 health. Can I get another proc? Almost. Well, we live. Right? Yes. Barely. Well, we do. He's got 1 health. Yeah, that was so close to being able to avoid all that corruption. But that's okay. That is okay. I can get rid of one of it. Endure. And then do I have enough actions to stop the other guys? Yeah. Yeah, I do. When corruption is still important. That guy just got gommaged. Oh, this guy's dead to dots. Except I can just finish him off with this too. Okay, that was a little dicey. One wrong move against the final boss and we could just get obliterated. That is my concern right now. One wrong move. 'Cause everything does so much damage. Okay. Traits. Very important traits. Every 3 crits, apply 2 poison, then trigger poison. Pretty good. Force stacks on allies now only applied to the first hit, and the allies do +2 crit damage for each. Nah. For every stack of force on them. Sometimes we build up a lot of force. Sometimes. On attack consumes up to 1 earth aether to deal 6 earth damage and apply 6 poison. I don't think we typically have extra earth aether lying around. So I think I just do toxic assault. Think so. And then Ravager. Your chance on allies also increases their evasion by 50% of that amount. What? I mean, he gets pretty good evasion doing that. He's not really getting any extra crit chance. He does have extra crit damage. No crit chance. That's a really interesting ability. Every 3rd hit of an action is a critical hit. I mean, this is just nice. So your turn generates wild aether for every enemy with 5 or more terror. I think it's really good on him. I think it's might be time. I think it's time. I think I like whatever he has. Shielding dust +1 artifact. That's super nice. This tree is what replaces the perks, right? Oh wait, it's a perk. It's one of these. Corruption cleanse, debuff mitigation, initial affliction. Oh, it's not these. It's not trait. It's perk. I think I'd want to get rid of corruption cleanse on Medusa. We're not really gonna need it anymore too much. The aether is what we want. We want extra aether. So we can do our bigger, better abilities. I haven't found the secret area in this biome, but this is also only the first zone of it. Give me the flowers. There we go. I don't think... Nah. It's clearly the hedges around. We got a lot of money. Alright, what do we want? The knight, aether crystals, or random NPC. Let's get the random NPC. May as well. Who knows what we'll get? We only have 8 corruption currently, so that's nice. That's very good. Okay. Oh, it's one of those. Okay. I don't remember what it does, but it's got to be good. Ooh, do I get rid of... I guess I get rid of... Or try to stun the Amit. This thing is terrifying. Understandably so. He's summoning. He's doing big stuff. So it's actually the... You that's scarier right now. We've got a lot of shield dust. This one has 3 charges. This one only has 2. I could purge. It'll be better against the boss, but obviously that's always the catch, right? You know? I don't really want to take that much damage, is the thing. Short 1. Good basic attack to get it, and then diamond shield. If I do that, I'm not doing much else, I'll be honest. Alright, I'm just gonna do this. Alternatively, I could have used a shield to absorb some of it, but... Okay, let's, do I have enough? I do. I like doing this first. I didn't get the crit on him, unfortunately. That's unfortunate. That is actually pretty bad. But I can stun him here. Not the greatest turn ever, I will admit. But not the worst either. Who are you attacking? I didn't even see. Or I don't remember. We're still gonna take a hit. I hit everybody. That's obnoxious. Because he has the same effect as us, or the same thing we do, the same trade. That's something I don't bother to do, is to read all the enemy's traits every single battle. Well, that hurts. Now this is gonna hurt even more. Oh my gosh. Please give me a break. Oh my goodness. Can't even really stop this guy from doing it. Oh my goodness. You can stop the others pretty easily. I will have enough to do both of those. Should probably do this one first to get people force. Okay, so I shield you. And get forcing everybody. Also cleanses and applies more debuffs to them. Okay, great. We're not done yet, though. There we go. Okay, maybe I can stagger everybody. I would need more poison on him. Don't know what I want to do. I mean, this also sets up terror for us. And then these aren't doing anything. It's just this guy. So I mostly need to make sure he survives. 3 times 10 water damage. She has evasion, so like it's entirely possible that she just dodges all 3 of them. I could get rid of the terror. I could purge the terror. Let's use our shield dust. Ease some of the potential damage. This would do more overall damage, but this is what we have to do, I think. So that way his attacks do less damage, and we get dodge. So we're guaranteed to dodge one of these hits, and the other 2 we've got evasion for. And if they do hit us, they won't do as much because we don't have terror anymore. They both hit us. Okay. The shields protected us, our health, but no corruption. That's 200 HP, man. 200 freaking HP. He deals so much damage. Okay, I think I do this. You're attacking bottom. I'm gonna do this. Still good. Now the question is, I think I dual cutter to stagger this guy. Well, that's a lot of bleed. And then I can just kill the cat, probably. And, oh, I probably want to stop this guy, huh? Probably should, you know. That thing would probably just, you know, kill us, etc. I didn't want to figure out if the dot over time would kill him. Plus now we can kill these guys pretty easily at that point. They shouldn't get turns. They've got so many dots on them. Deep and terror, etc. Alright, so all I have to do is attack and probably just attack. Ooh, you don't actually kill. What about you? Can you kill? Close. You can kill this. That's 1 and 1. Okay, so we just kill you first. Leave nothing to chance. Then, oh, I could have used Endure to heal 1 corruption. Well, too late now. Doesn't really matter. Or at least it shouldn't matter. It theoretically could. I just don't think it will. Level up. All right, level 9. Triggers poison all as a free action. What am I current? This applies terror. Endure is gonna kind of lose its. It's already kind of lost most of its use case actually. Things are debuffing us enough though. I don't need to be debuffing myself. This is all enemies. Do you have any plus terror stuff? Nothing that makes it like trigger more. It's all on Ravager. Triggering all poison as a free action. I think that would be more helpful to us than the heal, but giving up like one of our only heals is also kind of scary. It is kind of scary. Honestly, it's Torment Flux I haven't, but I have this specifically for the last boss. Not really for the regular fights. Then again, yeah, I mean, it only really works for him. 6 times 5 is 30 damage. Like, it's not that impressive, actually. Well, I guess the main benefit is you get rid of all the debuffs. And it triggers his unique trait doing that. This doesn't do types damage. I don't think this actually can stagger at all. Or Cleansing Strike obviously can. He's got really good type coverage. Getting rid of our heal is just terrifying. If I had this, he could do all 4 elements. In theory. I think I just take the HP, actually. I don't know. I'm kind of happy with his moves right now, so. After gain 1 XP, sure. All right, cultivation. They gain 2 XP and at least, and they get skill. 2 XP would get after close to leveling up. A skill. I really need him to have a support skill. I think is what I remember, right? Dedicated. I need him to have a dedicated support skill. Problem is, what would I get rid of for it? Probably Hailstorm. Actually, I don't know. Probably Explosive Burst, actually. Well, that's fire damage, which we don't have a lot of, so it's kind of important. He's got single target healing, which is not nearly as good as killing everybody. I would like to see an option for it on Ravager. Terror, critical, or dodge? Oh, well, I guess terror would probably be more likely to be a support action. Unfortunately, he's 1 XP short of leveling up. Oh, wait. Let me go to the top right here quickly. Oh, this is the way forward. If he just wanted to... He's a merchant. That's cool. You have some corruption built up now. Oh, hey. What are you doing here? Reroll action or a trait or get 3 XP. I'm just going to get XP. On a random monster. That is not the monster I wanted it on, but okay. Well, at least I get the parry this time. Oh my gosh. Yo, it's a shifted Amit. And a Jin as well. I want the Omet. I don't have any blank mementos. Oh, man. Man. Didn't I waste one earlier, too? Well, what are the options we have here? Not great, unfortunately. This kind of pays for itself, so... This is doing 2 times 11 Firewind, purges, deals 3 damage hit to all enemies. This does 3 times 10 damage and applies 2 regen. This is a single target. I mean, they're both single target, actually. Who am I more scared of dying? I guess himself. Do it here. All right. And then what can I do to try and turn the tides here? I can use that. Okay, can interrupt this one. Can I interrupt the top? I could interrupt the top one too. He's got dodge though. He's gonna dodge the second hit. I don't think that matters. I wish this also did. Oh, it does do damage, but it's not the right type. Critical hits purge. But it's only against a target enemy. Do you do area damage at all? Not really, no. This is tough. Do I leave him up? Because she has evasion. Or do I leave this up? No, there's no way. I have to stop Omet. No chances. There's too many ways that could go poorly for us. Okay, I can still interrupt. Top one as well. And then all we take is a basic attack to the middle, which won't go through anything. Okay. It's going to be really rough next turn, though, unfortunately. Because then I won't be able to stagger either of these to interrupt them. So whatever they do, we're probably going to have to eat. But luckily, we'll have some more stacks on stuff. We'll just have to make do. Attacking middle again. He's attacking top again. Okay. I only have shield dust to work with here. That's not great. And what are you doing? Oh, he's giving himself force, which is also terrifying, but not immediately terrifying. If I did toxic healing plus toxic eruption, I don't have enough to do that. Like if I can apply poison to people, I think I just... I have to, I think I do this. So apply poison. We should still have enough to do toxic eruption. But now it should do more damage. Okay, how much damage are you doing? A lot. Potentially a lot. Can't kill. To bring us to 1, I need 2 for that, so that doesn't really work. I could do this and this. That might work out. I think he dies to the dots. Oh, he absolutely does. Like, there's no way. And then if I hit this guy, he will also die to the dots. Blah 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 blah. Dead. Staggered. Dead. Damn, we figured that out. This is like the most complicated puzzle. How do I not die every single turn and, you know, optimally win? Jeez. Game's incredible. The combat system is so in-depth. I love this game. I know I've said that a lot, but it deserves it. At level 9. Dedicated support action. Hey. 2 dodge, applies 6 terror to the enemy. Okay. I mean, that's what I need right now. What's the other one? 3 times 3 water earth. On crit applies 2 poison, triggers poison. I mean, that is also good, but being able to apply a dodge to an ally seems like it'll be really helpful. And that could end up spreading the terror all over the place too. Hailstorm. I don't think we're getting the full value out of it. This is a slightly cheaper version of it. It's more defensive, but still has the possibility of getting really good terror output. So, Soul Lantern. Raise the soul to grant plus 5 HP. Yeah, absolutely. I think I need it on Circuit since he's our main tank. Skull Epic. Shielding +1. Earth Generated +1. Debuff Cleanse +1. And a chance to double debuffs. Is that better than the evasion? Actually, it might be better here. Maybe debuff cleanse. I'm not really making use of the water damage or really the fire generator here. The only good thing I'm getting from this is Aether. So it would actually be better on him. Yes, and that means his poison also has a higher chance of applying. And I'm only really using this for the terror application. Which I think is pretty impactful. It is really tempting to take the orb over it, though. I can really ramp up his damage, potentially. Wind, earth. It's like the water damage is not that important. Yeah, no, I think I scrap it. I think what we have now is the best we can do. Pretty good pickup, though. Grab this. There should be a secret area somewhere here. Trivia. Circuit, gain 2 XP. Nice. Will there be one more fight somewhere? Where is the hidden area? It's got to be here somewhere, right? Sure, they wouldn't be in the last zone. Well, it's obviously not up there. No more fights here. That's the way up. Guess this is actually just not here, huh? Maybe it's in the next area. I think Merchant is the correct choice when we've got 68 gold. Where is... Okay, is this the boss fight? Yes, okay. There's no cauldron until after the boss fight. Let's shop. +1 hit, +2 crit damage, debuff mitigation. Don't care. Generates wild aether. Yes. Let's get some XP. Maybe I can get it on Circuit, please. Thank you. Plus dodge, 2 force. Plus 2 poison to all monsters as a free action. It's really hard to get rid of any of his stuff. Actually, Foul Shield, we're just not really using. I could actually replace Foul Shield at this point. We have enough Aether generation that we're always doing our big stuff. Toxic Healing is more as a panic. Actually, I don't know. I mean, it's a better version of Foul Shield. It's a free action applying poison to all monsters. And then it'll apply another stack. So it's really apply 3 poison at least. Or only 1 earth. This is also pretty okay. I think I take Smog. And replace Foul Shield with it. So I can do it as a free action. More action economy. Now, do I need more XP? I mean, it would be nice, but it's too expensive. I'm not going to bother. I don't think we need any more monster souls at this point either. But am I going to actually spend our money at this point? No, this is the end. So let's spend our money now or lose it. So... it doesn't really make a difference. We're doing back-to-back boss fights here. So I don't want corruption on circuit because he's already close to the 20. That's 17. Okay, he's summoning and he's attacking. Or a little bit. Don't have enough earth as per usual. Give him dodge. So he dodges the second hit. It's not bad. That's not a bad thing to do. I also want to set up some poison and such. If I do this, I only have... okay, I can do that and that. Which will leave us with no earth or wind. Or, sorry. We'll have no earth, water, or wind. So then he won't be able to really do anything other than basic attack. So I may as well basic attack first. Well, no, because if I do this, then... that, because if I did that, I'd have one more earth, which will allow us to diamond shield. So the order is I do chilling trap. Got 2 stacks of dodge. That's really good. Then I just basic attack. Generating more. Oh, I'm not going to have enough wind, actually. Oh, I do. And then I just guard myself. I could also have wild aethered, but that's okay. Yeah, I think I just do this. Which will get some stacks of poison on him. Give us all force. I get lots of shields. I've got dodge. We should be totally fine, except for the fact that this thing's going to hit us. But if it hits him, I still have shields, so it's fine. It's good. He's got 9 terror on him. Nice. He's attacking here. And he's going to replace his own summon. Curious choice. I can interrupt the top one very easily. This purges and prevents both. Seems really, really good value. And I could stagger him this turn. Question is, do you think it's a good idea to? Now, why does this break his poise? I don't know, but it's a free action, and I'm going to do it because I got lots and lots of earth resources right now. So all he's going to do is a basic attack. Bottom. You know, I may as well do this. Because I do have to account for his summon doing damage too. Okay, he's got quite a lot of stuff on him. This does a decent amount of damage. Could also cleanse debuffs. So this brings him to 940. This would bring him 950. This would bring him to 908. But I keep the debuffs on me. That's okay. We'll cleanse some of it at the end of our turn. Or the start of our turn, I should say. Miss. Very good. Okay, our dodge is gone, though. Poison doesn't really matter. The poison we're taking, I should say. He's hitting middle with that, and he's hitting everybody with that. And I can't stagger him this turn. I don't have tons of earth anymore. I almost certainly need to shield. This purges. All right. That's too good not to do. Just convert them into basic attacks. Stack up tons of bleed. I almost certainly diamond. Which actually leaves me with the possibility of doing this as well. Poison. And then I do this to defend. So much power. There's so much force, I should say. So all of our attacks are just crits like all the time. That's a lot of poison on them. Which means this is going to do a lot of damage, yeah. Not many free actions you can do. That would be nice, but... Back up even more. So now he's going to take a ton of dot damage at the start of his turn. 29. 33. Punches him. Doesn't go through the shields, but then this will attack and will hurt us. So I'm going to have a little bit of corruption. That probably remains after the fight. He's summoning. 100 hands. Oh, that kind of sucks. Ah. Well, what can you do? So, how much corruption does he have right now? Doesn't tell me a number. Doesn't tell me a number. All right. Backing everybody and top. Can I purge to get rid of anything? No, that's a concern. Okay. Do I have enough to do this and this? No. So I'm going to do this. He's got so much force that I'm just can't make use of. Do I have Chilling Trap? That could actually be really good. I could actually probably... I'm very close to being able to... If I do this, I've got 2 wild left and 3 water. Yeah, we can stagger him. We'll turn them into basic attacks. So much bleed. I mean, anything I do now staggers him. So I'm going to make sure to do this. So he's going to hit 6 age. Which is obviously not going to be good for us. I don't remember exactly what happens. I think he just hits everybody. I like the sound effect when it applies the terror that many times. Oh my god, that does so much damage. Dude, he's almost dead to the dots. Do I still have the Endure? I don't think I do. I do, actually. So I'm going to do that to get rid of 1 corruption. I may as well. He's going to die anyways. Yeah, I can just attack. Doesn't really matter. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. That's not a bad preview of what we could do against the final boss. Poison no longer triggers the start of turn. Poison damage is doubled. Oh, that's so tempting. But also terrifying. Question is, can I really trigger the poison reliably on my own? Like, I'd have to do like toxic healing, but he's already doing like this. Actually, every 3 crits applies 2 poison, then triggers poison. That is a guaranteed way, without us doing anything special, to trigger it. And we are obviously doing every hit's a crit, so we're definitely doing more than 3 per turn. I think that's worthwhile. While damage hit staggers an enemy, purges 1 Aether, and applies 6 terror to each other enemy. That's also interesting. I think incubation is the way to go. Both allies and enemies. Oh, God. Wait. Oh, that's interesting. That means I don't take the poison damage at the start of my turn. I have to get rid of a trait for it, though. Crap. When Earth applies poison to each enemy, we use Earth constantly, so that is nice. Whenever an ally attacks an enemy with 3 or more terror, applies dodge. It's really not coming up that much. Whenever this monster applies a debuff, deals 3 Earth Water hit to an enemy and applies 1 poison to him, triggers up to once per enemy per round. To the enemy and to the enemy. Oh, the enemy that I'm debuffing, I suppose. For every 8 debuffs applied to the allies, generate Wild Aether. We're gonna get like 15 debuffs quite often applied to us because of terror. Maybe Proliferate. It's just not super worth. Maybe. Yeah, I don't think I care that much about it. Oh, this is tough. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna get rid of it for incubation. A Skull Epic. Poison hit plus 15%, crit chance plus 10%, terror hit plus 15%. That's pretty damn tempting. And then a 25% chance of doing another one every time too. Versus the terror application plus 3. The corruption at the end obviously doesn't matter anymore. So yeah, I think this is... The crit chance won't matter too much. Because we're just always going to have force, to be honest. Poison and terror on hit. Does hit quite a lot. Dude, I don't know. I think more stacks of terror is just also just really, really nice. This is also more poison. Whenever poison's applied, we apply 2. So, like, I think I do this. All right, I'll try it. I think we're still able to apply plenty. Why was this not breaking? Okay, there we go. I think we still apply enough terror. Did I never find the secret in this biome? I don't think I did. It's obviously not here, so. Not that the teeth really matter because... Oh, we have exactly 20 corruption. That's actually perfect. Now you have 0. Last shop. We got 49 bucks. Don't care. Debuff cleanse plus 1, evasion 25%. Oh, it's very similar to her boots. Ooh, debuff cleanse and mitigation. Doesn't have the Aether chance. Earth generator, debuff cleanse. Shielding plus 1. I really want the shielding plus 1, to be honest. Poison hit, crit chance, terror. But I want it more than the skull on him. Let me read Medusa's thing. For every it has to be debuffed from himself, not from other people. This is really good against the final boss, in theory. The power doesn't really matter that much, but everything else is really... That could save lives. Could unironically just save his life. Versus this is way more aggro, obviously. I think I do take it. Yeah. Yep. We do that. And we roll for XP. Actually, first, I want this Hexing Harp. I guess the XP won't matter because I can't get enough. And the Blank Memento obviously doesn't matter, but I'll buy it because it's, well, it's a memento. All right, final boss time. Here we go. We're slower doing... Uh-oh. Game? Uh-oh. Game? Oh, no. What have I done? It crashed. Or like it's not responding. Surely it saved, right? Surely it auto-saved. All right, well, let's see if it... Play? Please? Continue? Yes, yes, it did. Okay. Thank you, game devs. Thank you. All right, final boss. That is like not just recovering like to the last like start of the level. It's exactly where we were. That's kind of impressive. Because like I said, we played this game a lot and it has never crashed. This is the very first time. And I think it was just honestly my computer that seized up. I don't think it was necessarily the game's fault. A lot of times it is the game's fault, but I don't think it was in this case. I always hated Monsterkin. Or was it? Or was that their doing? We will never know for sure. That's the cruelty of it. We were made for specific purposes, but that doesn't mean we're unable to change them. Easy for you to say. You were never connected. You never suffered our torment. You will soon. All right. Well, let's see what happens here. So I've definitely learned from past experiences. It's better to just basic attack than to get the 15 corruption here. Those things snowball really, really heavily out of favor. Well, it's gonna be very hard to break. All right, what can we do here? I could go twice, potentially. I can purge Aether to stop this from applying terror, but actually, targeting terror is not bad. That's actually not bad for us. I'm fine with that. I could generate Wild Aether, which would allow us to do Diamond Shield to start with. And then just go ham. Now, honestly, that's not a bad start. Could also just have someone else basic attack. But we can only use these once per, so once per round. Wild Aether. Could do this as a free action. And then I can, with the help of our Wild Aether, do this. Who are you attacking base? Middle? Okay. Get force. We purge some as well. Okay. And yeah, I think we literally just basic attack. Oh wow, this works really well. Oh, to free himself, which doesn't actually help that much. I'll be honest. I mean, I guess it does help, but it's not as good as it would be if otherwise, you know. Either way, the force makes us crits, so then they get the extra poise break. And you want to stagger them on different turns, so they come back on different turns too, to give you time. So that you're spending less time with both being available. Okay, what are you doing? You're applying more terror, and then you're hitting everybody. I can cleanse 6 stacks of that terror and do big damage. Well, not really big damage, but it would work. But this purpose. Hello? Why didn't that do as much stagger as it said it was going to do? Okay. There's more procs happening. Okay. I'm gonna do this as a free action because I've got a bajillion earth right now. You're applying more terror to them. I could do Rod of Command to go again. Do I have any area damage? I don't actually have area damage on them. That's unfortunate. I think I still need to do this. It's okay. I think I do this again just to clear it. Because the more I clear, the more her thing triggers. The more we apply to them, and the better it'll be for us in the long run. If I apply dodge to someone, or do I just start going ham? I think we just start doing damage. I don't think we necessarily need to be applying tons of terror to him. And we want to get him low and poised so that we can interrupt him on a turn that really matters. This is going to hurt a little bit, but shouldn't be that bad. Got a little tiny bit of corruption. Which if he copies him, he'll have like barely any health. Yeah, like 15 health. Does he have like 4 health? 5 health? Okay. That's not bad at all. Any area damage will just kill them. Okay, almost any area damage. Poisoned all enemies. I don't have very many actual full-on like area damage hits. Also, he just reset his fucking poise, so we're not gonna be breaking his poise anytime soon. Okay, if I do this, who are you attacking? Middle. Okay, so definitely have to do it on him. Okay, more force. So now this will kill everybody. Dealing with the problem completely. It's very nice. I need to start cleansing this debuff some more. Oh, I forgot to use an artifact. That was a horrible mistake. I'm gonna take some extra damage here that I don't need to take. Gotta block 10 of this at the very least. Oh, he's got 10. He's got a lot of terror. Uh-oh. Please don't kill him with this. Okay. That was way better than I thought it was gonna be. Aether. Okay, he's grabbing him. It kind of sucks a little bit. Applying terror and just attacking him for a bunch. Okay. Freeing him is going to be a little tough. A wee bit. Actually, I should have probably applied dodge to him, but it's okay. I might reactivate. I've got 12 wild Aether right now. That is, well, wild. You don't have any force. If you had force, that would be great. Unfortunately, nope. Neither of them do, actually. I can stagger him, actually. Which will just really own him quite badly. Critical hits purge, but alright, we'll do this. Stack the bleed, stack the poison up. I need ways I need crits. I need crits actually. So that the poison actually ticks. Okay, this does work. just because it does 6 hits. And then he's free. And they're not attacking anything this turn. And I would like to heal anyways. So I can heal and trigger at the same time. I've got lots of wild, so I can actually do this as a free action. No! Wait, what? Am I still corrupted? Why is that still corrupted? It's not supposed to be corrupted, huh? Right, well, let's trigger all poisons. Puts more poison on, too. Poison not starting at the start of turn has actually been, so far, I think, pretty bad for us. But I don't know. Okay. It's earth damage. Or not earth, wind damage that I need to free Medusa. Which I can do pretty well. Not perfectly. If I do this first. Okay, who are you attacking? Bottom. And you for... Okay, that's fine. I do this. Give everyone force, so we get crits. Then... Dual Cutter can free Medusa. I don't have any more command things. You can Purge. You could also shield. Purge won't actually prevent this. Wow, that's a lot of damage because he has so much poison on him right now. I think I just shield. And do this. The more poison stacks he gets, the more damage that this does, so... Nice. Honestly, as long as we just don't die, like our monsters stay alive for a couple turns, we should just win by doing that move. Honestly, I can just win this turn, I think. I trigger poison. I don't have any redirect or anything, so he can't protect himself that way. We have all the mana we could ever want, so let's do this as a free action. I would like to trigger poison. Oh, look how much damage it's gonna do just to him. Good. 53 stacks of poison on him. Yo, I can't believe how good this is. This is actually easier than what we did last time. Oh, it doesn't kill. Oh, it comes real close. It comes really close. I can purge to prevent this from happening. I mean, or I can do more damage. I can just use this to purge, actually. So just in case we don't kill. Not like the end of the world. So let's go Toxic Eruption. Yeah, he'll probably just die to the bleed anyways next turn. Can't quite get the kill. It's very, very close. So I'm just going to kill this to be safe. That's a lot of bleed. We did it. With poison. I should talk poison as being uninteresting looking. It's so good. It's so good. What? Did we really not lose any monsters this whole run? Wow. Wow, indeed. We rescued 2 new NPCs too. Got 8 lurker teeth and 600 crystals. God damn. Well, if you did enjoy this, please leave a like and subscribe if you're not already. And if you have any other ideas for what kind of challenges or builds you want to see in this game, just let me know in the comments and I will. I'll gladly try because honestly, any excuse to play this game is a good excuse. So, I don't think there's anything left I can get from him. Oh, there is. Ooh. Oh, okay. I didn't have that hidden monsters unlocked. I don't think I could previously. Maybe it was enabled when we beat Mythic for the first time. What do you have? Do you have anything new? Monster meal to cleanse 10 additional corruption from each monster. I mean, that is good. I'm gonna take that. Merchant extra. That starting with 10 extra gold would be nice, but it's honestly not that necessary. Just having more options for what's in the merchant shop is nice. I'll take that. We could give him teeth to decorate town, but I don't think I care that much. All right. All right. Are there any monsters that we got that I want to soulbound for next time? Oh yeah, I picked up a bunch of these in the Forbidden... Oh, so there's one hidden thing in the Forbidden Fortress we haven't seen yet. We've seen everything in Pilgrim's Path. Obviously, we've only started the game with Jotun, and I don't know how to get the other ones, the other starters. We've seen everything in the Garden District. So there's one monster we have not seen in the Forbidden Fortress. Honestly, I wouldn't mind doing like a purge build. That'd be kind of fun. Star Spawn's great. I should actually unlock him to be able to start with. Cockatrice 2 would also be kind of cool. Yeah. Well, with that, I think, wow, I'm very, very happy with that run. Poison? Yeah. Poison plus bleed plus terror. It was just an afflictions deck more than just poison, but I mean, you can't just have one thing. You have to have synergies. So. But yeah, primarily killed by indirect means. Very cool. With that, I'll see you guys next time.